Is it time to buy or sell Microsoft stock? In this video, we will delve into Microsoft. Our initial report was published on our website on Thursday, the 26th of June, 2025, and now we are here to offer you a more comprehensive analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay informed about our latest analyses. You wouldn't want to miss any important updates that could affect your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool, powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Access the capabilities of AI and receive a free price prediction and in-depth analysis for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please keep in mind that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be regarded as financial advice. Since the 24th of April 2025, our system has ranked Microsoft as a hold accumulate, assigning it a score of 0. Let's examine the stock's performance during this time frame. Throughout this period, the stock has exceeded our expectations, achieving a gain of approximately 28.44% since we initially recommended purchasing Microsoft 44 days ago. This results in an average return of about 0.65% per day since it was designated as hold accumulate. A score of 0 indicates that our system predicts high volatility and risk for the upcoming trading day. Considering the latest developments, we cannot ascertain the stock's next direction, as it could fluctuate in either direction. The stock is positioned within the midst of a broad and robust upward trend in the short term, indicating that further increases within this trend are anticipated. The current 3-month trend suggests a potential change of approximately 37.49% over the next 3 months, with a possible return ranging from 27.72% to 40.73%. Examining the longer-term outlook, our 12-month analysis indicates a projected change of 0.257%. Based on our calculations, the stock's performance could fluctuate between negative 28.49% and 0.257% over the next year. In current terms, this would imply a future price somewhere between $355.75 and $498.73. Our latest daily update from Microsoft includes the headline, Microsoft stock price up 1.05% on Thursday. The Microsoft stock price gained 1.05% on the last trading day, which was Thursday, the 26th of June, 2025. It rose from $492.27 to $497.45. This marks a gain for 4 consecutive days. It will be interesting to see if it continues this upward trend or takes a brief pause in the coming days. During the last trading day, the stock fluctuated by 1.45%, reaching a low of $491.61 and a high of $498.74. The price has increased in 7 of the past 10 days and is up by 5.25% over the last 2 weeks. Additionally, trading volume has increased alongside the price, which is a positive technical indicator, with a total of 4 million more shares traded than the previous day. In total, 21 million shares changed hands for approximately $10.67 billion. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest stock price reached was $498.74, while the lowest was $344.79. Currently, the price is 0.26%, or $1.29, below the 52-week high of $498.74, which is also the all-time high for the stock. Microsoft stock is approaching an intriguing moment as several key developments unfold. The company has made a significant internal change, transferring its Chief Information Security Officer out of the Security Division to report to the Cloud and AI unit. This strategic shift may signal a heightened focus on integrating security within its cloud services, potentially enhancing market confidence in its cybersecurity capabilities. In another pivotal update, Microsoft is officially bidding farewell to the notorious blue screen of death, replacing it with a new black screen. This change is symbolic of Microsoft's ongoing efforts to improve the user experience, which could positively impact customer sentiment and loyalty. The optimism surrounding Microsoft's cloud growth continues, fueled by a surge in AI-driven adoption of Azure services. Analysts have raised the target price to $600 on prospects of reaching a $5 trillion market capitalization, primarily driven by AI advancements. This bullish sentiment could attract more investors, stimulating short-term stock price increases. However, amid these positive developments, concerns about potential layoffs are surfacing as reports indicate thousands of job cuts could occur in early July. Such news could create uncertainty among employees and investors alike, risking short-term volatility. Overall, Microsoft's current trajectory, bolstered by AI successes and user experience improvements, positions it favorably for long-term growth. While its internal changes and layoffs may introduce short-term fluctuations, investors will be keenly watching how these factors intertwine as Microsoft moves forward. Analyst ratings. On Thursday, June 26, 2025, it was reported that Morgan Stanley assigned Microsoft a grade of overweight with a hold action. On Wednesday, June 25, 2025, it was reported that H.C. Wainwright assigned Microsoft a grade of neutral, along with an initialize action. On Wednesday, June 25, 2025, it was also reported that Wedbush assigned Microsoft a grade of outperform with a hold action. On Friday, June 13, 2025, it was reported that Wells Fargo assigned Microsoft a grade of overweight with a hold action. On Wednesday, June 4, 2025, it was reported that Morgan Stanley again assigned Microsoft a grade of overweight with a hold action. Analysts have assigned Microsoft stock a general neutral rating. They classify the price-to-earnings ratio as a sell and the price-to-book ratio as strong sell. In terms of return on investment, the analysts have rated the stock as strong buy. The following signals have been identified for Microsoft. The Microsoft stock presents buy signals from both short-term and long-term moving averages, indicating a positive forecast for the stock. Additionally, a general buy signal is noted from the relationship between these two signals, with the short-term average positioned above the long-term average. During potential downward corrections, support is expected at $485.93 and $464.52. A decline below either of these levels would trigger sell signals. A buy signal was generated from a pivot bottom point on Monday, the 21st of April, 2025. And thus far, the stock has increased by 38.52%. Further upward movement is anticipated until a new top pivot is established. Moreover, there is a buy signal from the 3-month moving average convergence divergence, or MACD. The rising volume accompanying the price increase is regarded as a strong technical indicator. Here are some additional signals you might find intriguing. Moving average convergence divergence, buy signal. Pivots, buy signal received 47 days ago. Bollinger, buy signal received 1 day ago. Short-term moving average, buy signal received 23 days ago. Long-term moving average, buy signal received 45 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages indicates a buy signal from 41 days ago. When we analyze the 12-month chart, we observe short moving average, buy signal received 45 days ago. Long-term moving average, buy signal received 40 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages indicates a buy signal from 31 days ago. Remember to visit our page at StockInvest.us if you wish to explore more signals. Support, risk, and stop loss for Microsoft. On the downside, the stock finds support just below today's level from accumulated volume at $425.40 and $390.49. There is a natural risk involved when a stock tests a support level. If this is broken, the stock may then fall to the next support level. In this case, Microsoft finds support just below today's level at $425.40. If this level is broken, the next support from accumulated volume will be at $390.49 and $381.35. This stock is typically traded at a good volume, and with minor daily changes, the risk is considered low. During the last day, the stock moved $7.13, which is 1.45% between high and low. Over the past week, the stock has shown an average daily volatility of 1.63%. Before we dive into the possible good trading levels for Microsoft, let's quickly cover some essential fundamental data. First, we have the price-to-earnings ratio, commonly known as the PE ratio. This important metric measures a company's current share price in relation to its earnings per share. This ratio is considered relatively normal, often found in companies with established track records or predictable revenue streams. Moving on. The next earnings report for the second quarter of 2025 is anticipated on the 29th of July, 2025. Analysts' consensus estimates stand at $3.35. It's essential to monitor these figures, as they can significantly influence stock prices. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for Microsoft. There's no significant resistance from accumulated volume above, which means the stock could move upwards swiftly under the right conditions. In this scenario, you might consider entering a position and using volume to help determine when to exit. On the downside, Microsoft encounters its first support level at $425.40. If this support level holds, it could present a favorable entry point, anticipating a rebound. The combined average rating for Microsoft from multiple analyst sources is neutral. Now, let's examine some recent insider trades. On the 16th of June, 2025, Coleman Amy conducted an insider sale of 77,066 shares of common stock. On the 12th of June, 2025, Walmsley Emma N. conducted an insider purchase of 1,217 shares of restricted stock units. On the 12th of June, 2025, Rodriguez Carlos A. conducted an insider purchase of 72 shares of restricted stock units. On the 12th of June, 2025, Pritzker Penny S. conducted an insider purchase of 23,063 shares of restricted stock units. On the 12th of June, 2025, Peterson Sandra E. conducted an insider purchase of 43,276 shares of restricted stock units. Based on the 100 most recent insider trades, we've calculated the insider power to be negative, with a ratio of negative 41.289. Overall, insiders purchased 112,560 shares and sold 209,507 shares in the last 100 trades. Our recommended stop loss is set at $480.54, indicating a decrease of 3.4%. This stock exhibits low daily movements, which translates to a lower risk profile. However, the 14-day relative strength index stands at 80, significantly heightening the risk. Notably, there is a buy signal generated from a pivot bottom that occurred 46 days ago. Is Microsoft stock a good buy? Microsoft presents several positive indicators. However, we do not believe these are sufficient to classify it as a buy candidate at this time. Currently, it is better viewed as a hold candidate, suggesting that investors should maintain or accumulate their positions while awaiting further developments. Upon analyzing the volatility and movements from the previous trading day, our systems indicate that the current price appears to be overvalued. For trading on Friday, June 27th, we anticipate that Microsoft will open lower by $1.52, beginning at a price of $495.93. We remind you that trading involves a high risk of losing money, and that you should consult with a financial advisor before buying or selling any securities. You should not base your investment decisions on StockInvest.us. By utilizing this information, you acknowledge and accept responsibility for your own investment choices. This is our current perspective on the stock. Do you agree or disagree? We invite you to share your thoughts in the comments below. What is your target for this stock? And don't forget to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a wonderful day. With warm regards from everyone here at StockInvest.